What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Hot Mic here on the John Rocha channel. I am the titular John Rocha, joined as always by the Sneider himself for this show. Jeff Sneider, how are you?
1 second, Johnny. I'm getting a text.
Okay, who is it?
Hello, Johnny boy!
There you go, right off the bat. Hey, welcome, everybody. What's up? There he goes. A lot of stuff to get into today. Great to see Jeff. It's been a week. We didn't do a show on Monday because Jeff wanted to save his little pearls inside of his butt and then release them a few days later. So we didn't get to do a show on Monday, but he did write a pretty exciting column about Taylor Sheridan. That's definitely going to be the main topic we talk about today. But there's other stuff going on in the world of movies and TV and trailers and some reviews. I saw CHRISTY today. I got it on my Critics' Choice app and was able to watch it at home. So I'll be talking about this a little bit with Jeff. And I finally saw House of Dynamite, and I disagree with Jeff Sneider. So this is going to be a fun conversation as we go forward. Jeff, how are you other than that? How's your week? What's going on? Are you breaking anything tonight on your newsletter? What's the deal?
I might. It depends. I have a lot. I just have so much work to do.
Yep.
I do have a scoop. I just don't know whether I'm going to drop it tonight or tomorrow night. It's
Gotcha.
I'm a development thing, but with an Oscar winner involved.
Well, you did drop a Conjuring scoop this week, and we'll be talking about that on the show as well. So we'll get into all of that.
Yeah, but you know, I'm down. I'm a little down this week, John.
Okay, what's going on?
I'm just down on movies.
You're down on movies.
Where have the good movies gone?
They're out there. What are you talking about?
I saw Hamnet last night, and I was so bummed. It was
it's
just
not for you. It's not for you. You're not a Hamlet. You're not a Shakespeare person. Admit it.
I am a Shakespeare person. I got an A in Shakespeare class in college. I like The Bard, but this was just so boring, and it was just such shameless Oscar bait. And it made me down. It felt cynical. It just felt like we're making this just to win awards. I don't know who could possibly be interested in this story.
But isn't that the game for everything? I mean, they made CHRISTY to win awards. They made The Godfather Part 2 to win awards. They made all these other things. Don't they?
Those are stories that people are obviously interested in hearing. I don't see what is so interesting just about a kid dying.
What?
I mean, that's what Hamlet is. It's
that's
about.
What I'm saying. You don't think that's interesting to watch how a couple deals with the unexpected death of their firstborn son and how that can affect their relationship? You don't think that's interesting?
No.
Wow.
I don't know that that's what people are going to the movies for these days.
Okay.
You got to really want a bummer of a time to see this movie. I'm just trying to picture like who is coming out to see this.
I might be driving up on next week because they're doing a special screening with Chloe Zhao. You know, I rarely come to LA, but I might be tempted to drive up to see the movie and hear from her about how she.
All I'll say is someone who is normally very positive about movies texted me today and just said, "You know what? You're not wrong."
I didn't like it either. Is it maybe a guess of who it might be? I'm just guessing of who it might be. Well, I mean, so what is your default right now then? Because I mean, this leads to the next question I ask you: is what is your default right now? As you're looking at these movies and disappointed by so many of them come out recently.
Yeah, I'm in the cancel the Oscars mood. Like there's Final Destination, Bloodlines. You get all the Oscars this year. I don't know what to say. I don't know. We're gonna give awards to these movies that just aren't very good. It's wild.
Okay, and we don't have that many movies left to go that would be in consideration.
I mean, everyone today is calling Wicked 2 a masterpiece. So maybe the prediction will be right on that one. But I mean, there are other movies that I know I haven't seen.
Yeah.
I need to see The Secret Agent. I want to see Avatar.
Back Gamora one. Right.
Yeah,
Did you see Sentimental Value?
I did.
Okay. I mean, I just got that one in the app as well. I'm going to watch it this weekend. Yes, no, should I?
It was
ready?
Good. I didn't think it was like amazing or anything.
Okay. Nuremberg, though. What about Nuremberg? Do you think Nuremberg has like this outside shot? Did you see this? It was screened last week.
I want to see it. I mean,
okay.
I do think it could be really good. I'm curious to talk about CHRISTY with you later in the show.
Yeah. 2.5 hours is Nuremberg. That's why I didn't go last night. I had a screening last night. I was like, I don't feel like driving half an hour to sit in a theater for 2.5 hours. I just didn't feel it. last night. So, but it comes.
I'm halfway through Ballad of a Small Player.
No, yes, no.
Meh.
Well, I mean, he thinks he's only got 2 movies left before he drops dead. So you might as well enjoy the Schrader films now while you can, for God's sake. So we'll see.
This is the this isn't Paul Schrader.
I thought that was. Oh no, Berger. That's Berger. Sorry. Edward Berger. Sorry. I was thinking of the card counter, the Oscar Isaac one that Schrader.
I need a win. I need to see a movie that blows me away, Johnny, and I miss it. And that's why tonight,
yeah,
might just have to watch The Crow again tonight.
New Steelbook 4K edition coming out of The Crow in the next couple of months. So, well, what about wait, where's the one I was looking at? What about the Song Sung Blue? You got any chance that that's going to impress you?
I've heard it's good. I've heard good things about that movie.
Yeah,
I don't want to know too much more about it.
Okay,
I want to see it. I just didn't get a chance to see it at AFI.
Right. Maybe you'll love Sisu, Road to Revenge. That comes out.
I know I'm going to love it. That's going to be the best movie I've ever seen. I'm hoping. That's how high the expectations are.
There you go. Well, we got, as I said, we got so much to get into here. Thanks to everyone who's already sent some super chats in. Send your love. Send in Streamlabs super chats as we go along, and we'll answer them later on in the show. But we should get into it because we got so much to talk about here, Jeff. But let's ease into our conversation of Taylor Sheridan. Let's talk about some smaller stuff first, and that is this. Explain to me what is going on here. Doug Liman, who was kicked out of doing a Roadhouse sequel, is apparently doing a Roadhouse sequel. How does this make any sense at all? Apparently his bad blood with Amazon MGM is not over here. A Deadline reports that Liman is quietly working with original screenwriter R. Lance Hill and intends to make Roadhouse Dylan, Hill's direct sequel to the 1989 cult classic. I don't understand this, Jeff. There's already a sequel being worked on, but it doesn't have Doug Liman in it. How does he have the temerity to do this?
I mean, this is never going to get made. Who's going to make this?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Why even work on it if it's not going to get made?
Understand it. It's a Spite sequel. It's like Larry David opening a Spite store in Curb Your Enthusiasm. I mean, I get it. Like on one hand, like,
yeah,
hey, I wanted to continue telling this story. I'm not going to get the chance to, but wait, you don't have the underlying rights to like the book that this is based on. I'm going to go and get those, and I'll make my own sequel. And obviously it's not going to be Jake Gyllenhaal. It probably won't be called Roadhouse.
Right.
But you could call it anything. You could just call it Dalton.
You could just call it Dalton. That's true.
Right. And that's, you just have to find independent financing. I just don't know who's going to step up to the plate for something like that and like openly antagonize Amazon. Like who wants to join his side and be a part of that fight?
Right. Who wants to battle Bezos right now? I don't know many people that are willing to jump in the fray there. R. Lance Hill, who wrote a sequel, his original writer wrote the sequel to Roadhouse that never got made. He is saying through his legal representation that he has legally recaptured the rights to his original Roadhouse script under Section 203 of the U.S. Copyright Act, the, quote, 35-year rule that allows creators to reclaim works not done as, quote, work for hire. Amazon disagrees. It seems like, do you think Doug's trying to get a little money here or Hill's trying to get a little money out of Amazon to make this all go away? Is this kind of a weird play for money?
That I would like when you said why. Yeah. That to me is it. It's like you're doing it for the payoff. You're doing it so that Amazon doesn't have to worry about you and can say they have the rights to the book now. Yeah. It's just paying you to fuck off and go away, which Amazon has the money to do. That's true. This is like buying a website for someone before they become famous or whatever, and then go, hey, you got to pay me if you want this address back. I tried to buy johnroca.com. Some guy wouldn't let go of it. Get him 10 cents on the dollar. Ilya Naishuler is directing the actual Roadhouse sequel. This is so fascinating. Like, how deep is Liman's pettiness towards Amazon MGM here? Like, what really happened? We got to find out what the actual thing is, because I don't know many directors, Jeff, that are willing to kind of set fire to their career with this kind of pettiness, especially because Doug is still a name. People know Doug Liman. So I don't understand the logic in doing this. What does he think he's getting out of it? Besides the money, why pursue this? And like show other studios that you're willing to be this petty with a franchise IP. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's not the best look for Doug Liman. You'd think you'd just be like, hey man, move on. But if there's a way to stick it to the man, I'm all for it. That's the part. That's who I am. Okay.
Let's see what else. Oh yeah, let's. What are your thoughts on this, Jeff? Spider-Man 4 is not getting an IMAX rollout. They're out of luck because the freshly unveiled 2026 IMAX slate is out, and Spider-Man: Brand New Day is missing off of it. It comes out July 31st. But Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey is basically ruling it for 4 weeks during the time when Spider-Man comes out. So do you think this is a big deal, or do you think this is more like just that it's not going to be able to come out on the day it comes out, but it'll eventually be out in IMAX or screened in IMAX, as we've seen Sinners come back in IMAX, one battle after another come back in IMAX. Like, what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, yeah, you could get an IMAX release, later at the end of August, when there's nothing to play.
Mm-hmm.
But at that point, everybody will have already seen the movie. So I don't really see
this
amazing. I don't know that I see somebody coming back a month later to see it in the greatest format that they can.
Right.
Yeah, I think we knew this when those dates were announced. It was always just like, well, Nolan's going to own those screens. So I'm surprised Sony's sticking with that date, and we'll see if they ultimately do. It's not like they've dropped a teaser or anything. Like, like
true.
The Odyssey is committed to that date. It's not moving.
Yeah, people have
you never know with Spider-Man.
Yeah. I don't know where you go. I mean, is Flowerville Street is the next one on August 14th? Could you push that out of the way? I don't know I don't know where you'd push Resident Evil.
I mean, if you're Spider-Man,
yeah,
you can go anywhere you want. I mean, other than Nolan, really.
Other than us.
Other than just go wherever you want and make the other studios adapt to you.
I mean, Moana is before the Odyssey on July 10th. Then Minions 3 is before Moana on July 1st. Supergirl is before that. Toy Story 5 is before that. Then Mando and Grogu. But after the Odyssey, I say it's Flowerville Street, Resident Evil, and then the Tom Cruise movie, which is that legitimately going to be done in time by October 2nd? I don't know.
I think it will be. It's already wrapped.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that, like missing its date. I have no idea. I don't have the 2026 calendar in front of me. So I'm not sure whether there's like a gaping hole there for Spider-Man. I mean, we're also talking about Doom 3 potentially slotting.
Oh, yeah. Here, let me. Yeah, this is the current dates right now. As expected, right?
Sony may not feel that they need IMAX for Spider-Man, right? They may not be panicking the way that the rest of the fans seem to be.
Yeah, but Avengers Doomsday is coming out on IMAX. So why would one Marvel movie come out on IMAX and not the other? It seems odd when the scope of them are supposed to be pretty massive with a lot of characters. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. I'm kind of surprised if Flowerville Street gets an IMAX rollout, to be honest with you. I didn't think there would be something that would necessarily get that.
Yeah, that's a big dinosaur spectacle. And Warner Brothers put it in late August so it could get that IMAX release. To recoup a pretty sizable budget. Yeah, I don't really know where else Spider-Man could go, but obviously, like Avengers and Dune are not going to come out on the same day.
No, that's true. That's for sure.
So yeah, a lot of things could still happen.
All right. Well, what about this story here? Guy Ritchie is apparently doing a Layer Cake sequel. That's right, with Jason Statham. That's right. You can't get Daniel Craig. You got to go get Jason Statham. But apparently, this is happening. It's their 6th film together. So, what are your thoughts on this, man? Statham is the only current cast member attached. Ritchie is going to write and direct. Black Bear's producing, of course, did CHRISTY. It's called Viva La Madness, and it's based on J.J. Connolly's novel, and that's set to begin in January. So, do you like this idea? Does it make sense to you?
I mean, it's any Statham idea makes sense to me because I think he's a real draw. And he can open a movie, and it doesn't really matter who directs it. I mean, this project has been around for a while. I think it's been around for like a decade.
Yeah.
So Statham has been, trying to do with Guy Ritchie for a long time. Seems like their schedules have just both cleared. The layer cake of it all, I think it's going to be a pretty tenuous connection.
I was going to say, it didn't. What's his face? Things happen at the end.
He doesn't have a name. He just goes by X, right?
Right. Yeah, it says X.
He'll be here. So I don't think you really necessarily needed to pay Daniel Craig, who's obviously much more expensive, I would assume, than Statham. you know, Matthew Vaughn did the original. Matthew Vaughn started out as Guy Ritchie's producer.
Yeah.
I don't know. It does make sense to me. I just hope it's better than some of Jason Statham's most recent Guy Ritchie productions.
You mean yeah. I guess that's a fair.
What was the weird one called? Operation something.
Oh, Operation Fortune, right, or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't care for that one. I didn't care for like the armored car one. That could have.
I liked Wrath of Man. I thought it was one of his darkest films that he's ever done.
That was a missed opportunity.
Yeah, what Ministry of Gentlemanly Unaware. I like that one. I thought that was a fun watch. A Gentlemanly Warfare.
Black Bear has like there's a Guy Ritchie movie with Rosamund Pike that Black Bear did that's just sitting on the shelf. The Gyllenhaal movie is still sitting on a shelf at Lionsgate unfinished. I mean, Guy Ritchie, like, slow down, bro.
Yeah, In the Gray is the one you're talking, the Jake Gyllenhaal one.
And Mobland's going so well for him, and I'm just like surprised to see him like start to spread himself so thin. Like, stick with what works.
Yeah, Wife and Dog is the other one he's working on that's in post-production. And he was going to do Roadhouse too. So, like you said, this guy's got a lot going on right now. Interesting. Okay, well, let's get into your scoop here on The Conjuring, Jeff. This you talked about. I saw your Insta story talking about it. This is a big deal. Do you want to tell the people about how this all came about and what's going on with this? This is your story?
Sure. Well, a few weeks ago, Puck and Matt Bellany mentioned that there was a prequel in the works.
Yeah.
Which there is. It sounds like it's going to follow a young Ed and Lorraine. I can't confirm that 100% because I haven't seen the script. I don't know the details of the take. But if you're doing a prequel, it seems like you would just do the younger version of those two characters.
Right.
They got this guy, Rodrigue Huart, who did a bunch of like successful short films. And he was recently hired to do this movie Suffer Little Children at Paramount with Walter Hamada,
who
used to be a New Line exec, and that's like a take on Who Can Kill a Child.
Yikes!
I don't know if you remember that movie from
the
70s. So yeah, he sold like a reimagining of that, and so he's like just like the hot, buzzy horror guy right now. He's obviously a cheap hire, a hire that they can control. Right, New Line and James Wan and Safran.
Right.
So I posted this story last night and got a little bit of shit for it from the studio, just because they're like, oh, we weren't really expecting a James Wan story. And I guess I made it sound like that deal is more done than it really is. But so like Bellany had said, oh, is Last Right's going to be James Wan's last Conjuring movie? Right, he's thinking of moving away because he wants this huge raise, and New Line's like holding the line. I mean, as with most things, I like he's definitely in talks to come back. James Wan, I think that he will come back, not just because this guy is a key creative part of the franchise, and the franchise needs a little bit of reinvention. Not according to like the box office. The box office just put up, it's 487 million worldwide, which is astounding.
Right,
but creatively, it needs a refresh. It needs maybe some new, younger cast members. And I just think Wan has a great track record, not just in this universe, but with Saw as well.
Right.
You're selling these movies with his name. So I think you got to pay the guy. You don't necessarily have to give him everything he's asking for. But I imagine he's going to get some kind of a bump. I mean, you're trying to exploit it as well for television.
Right.
So again, it's like I'm told Wan is coming back. It's not official, perhaps, but to me, it's trending in that direction.
Well, who plays? Vera Farmiga? Vera Farmiga is one of the most unusual faces working today. She does have a sister, right, Taissa Farmiga, but she's like 31. She's way younger than her, though. But she's still way younger than her, so that could be a possibility, don't you think? Or no?
I mean, it's a possibility, but like, I mean, I don't know. Like, are you trying to cast stars? You're just trying to cast people who look like a young Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga. Like,
yeah, I feel like
I don't think you need to do that.
Stars, you mean, or do you mean someone who needs to look like them?
People who look like them. I don't think you need that.
Okay. Yeah, because the brand that sells, right? It's the brand that people are going to come see.
Yeah. So I think you just need to find 2 up and comers who aren't, on the Austin Butler level. I don't think you're a brilliant movie star here. You're still selling it with Conjuring and James Wan.
Right.
But yeah, the time feels right for this. I mean, another Patrick Wilson movie. Like, I don't need that.
Why do you think the last one made so much money?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Oh, really? Wow.
It looked good.
Yeah.
Last Rites. I really like the trailer that they put together. I don't know if it was because it was the last one that everybody decided to come out for it. It's not like, I mean, we got plenty of horror movies this summer, so it's not like there was like this built up demand or hunger for a horror movie right then. I mean, it really bucks the trend because it's the highest grossing movie in the entire franchise by a pretty healthy amount.
Yeah.
And it felt to me like this is a franchise that's like losing momentum. Clearly, Last Rites proved me wrong. And that's why Warner Brothers is going back to the well and why I think that they ultimately need to pay James Wan.
Yeah, come on back. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Well, let's move into someone who is getting paid, and that's my man Taylor Sheridan here. Taylor Sheridan has left the Paramount Ranch. He has left the Paramount Ranch, much to Larry Ellison's possible chagrin. He is moving on to NBC Peacock and what is reported to be a $1 billion deal. I'm trying to say that with Dr. Evil. $1 billion deal, an 8-year TV and movie deal. That's what is going on here. And according to Matt Bellany, that apparently Sheridan was not happy with Paramount's new brass led by Cindy Holland. They started nitpicking his budgets, which can hit about $20 million an episode, depending on the show, and even tried to interfere with an unrelated film deal that Sheridan had already made at Warner Brothers. And this comes, of course, Jeff, on the heels of Ellison and everybody involved with Paramount saying how they were in the Taylor Sheridan business. They wanted to lock him down. They wanted to work this out. But you went into in depth in your article and spoke about how, like, Sheridan didn't like the fact that he might be getting controlled in the situation, and Ellison didn't like someone trying to think that they could big time him. So what are your thoughts on all of this now, a few days after it's happened?
I mean, the Call of Duty thing was certainly interesting today, and I know we're going to touch on that in a second.
We will, yeah.
To me, this was about getting control of his streamer again, right? It was that Taylor Sheridan felt like he was Paramount Plus. He was the whole brand. He's the reason that it still exists.
Right.
And behaved accordingly. And him and 101 kind of did whatever they wanted, 101 Studios. And so when I first heard this, because I was chasing this story about, a week before it dropped in Puck.
Yeah.
Like a nauseating feeling, but I'm glad I didn't post because I thought about posting earlier that day. And I'm glad I didn't because I thought that they were going to go to Netflix.
Yeah. And you also thought you were getting the runaround a little bit on it.
A little, but like that was the initial tip that I'd heard that, Taylor Sheridan's leaving for Netflix and that Netflix wants payback for Paramount poaching the Duffer Brothers.
Right.
Right. What better way to pay back David Ellison than go get his top guy?
Right.
Say, hey, Taylor, not only are we going to throw more money at you, but you're going to have access to 3 times as many eyeballs.
Yeah.
As it turns out, Sheridan was meeting with a whole bunch of people, including Donna Langley, and was just really impressed by Donna Langley, as is just about anybody who's ever been in Donna Langley's orbit.
Yeah.
I think she's magnificent, and that's why she has Nolan and Spielberg and Jordan Peele and the Daniels and all this A-list talent because she knows how to treat talent. So he signs the deal with him over there. He's still under contract at Paramount for another few years, and he's going to use that time, I think to finish the shows that he already has, right?
Yeah.
Like if Kingstown will probably get another season. He'll wrap that up. Tulsa King is, that's why they're doing Nola King because they're probably going to wrap up Tulsa King soon.
Right.
Landman, I imagine, would end by the time he leaves. And Lioness is already a show that's kind of like on the bubble because it's expensive. And so that's really what they were like dicking him around budget wise on.
Right. Yeah.
And then there's, all the Yellowstone stuff. And you could obviously just keep coming up with different years for different spin-offs, but
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like he's sort of told the main story there, and now that the spin-offs are going to be getting off the ground, the Madison and Y Marshalls, he's ready for like that next slate of shows. What's next?
Yeah.
And we reported, I reported in the newsletter exclusively that Cannonball Run was going to be one of those things. It's like, what happens to Cannonball Run?
Yeah.
And particularly if there's a Warner Brothers merger. So I don't know, just a lot of stuff up in the air. But I wasn't surprised to see this happen. I think that this divorce has been in the offing for a while. I just don't think it had to come down to money. Like, I don't like all of a sudden deadlines, like we're talking about David Ellison as like this man with unlimited funds.
Yeah.
The only guy who can afford to get Warner Brothers. And then all of a sudden he can't afford Taylor Sheridan.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
it just felt like spin to me.
You and I, we've talked about how sometimes money is the issue in certain situations, right? In certain, because people have egos and they want to be paid what they think they deserve, right? And it becomes a thing that whether they're right or not, it's a whole thing. Like where the stories are coming out now, how Julia got paid $20 million for that film she did with Andrew Garfield.
Not 1996 anymore. What?
Yeah, why would you pay her $20 million for that film? It just makes no sense. And that film just crashed and burned.
The whole film should have cost $20 million.
Agreed. 1,000% agree with you on that. So you see that, and so you're just like, what's going on here? But this, I think, my suspicion, and you kind of really fleshed it out in your breakdown, and I've seen it a couple of places as well. It's like this came down to ego, and this came down to the fact that look, Sheridan has a right to feel like he built Paramount Plus, because I doing research, you go back and see the quotes, like when they signed Sheridan, they understood like this guy was going to be their engine. And I think Paramount Plus would not even be fucking in existence if it wasn't for Taylor Sheridan. And so there was a thing there where he built this thing up. So he has a right to feel like, hey, I got a piece of this. I helped make this happen. I worked hard. I put these shows on. I get this cast together, and I became a pop culture sensation with these shows. No one else was doing that here. I'm the Shonda Rhimes of your motherfucking streaming service. And I think Ellison coming in, because from what I've read and seen in interviews with Ellison, this is a guy who does not like to feel like anyone is above him. And maybe he felt like, and as you were alluded to, like, there's no way this guy is going to get to stomp around my fucking playground now that I own it. He's going to be brought to heel. You're going to cut down the budgets. We're going to tell him what he can and can't do. And I think Taylor is like, fuck that. I'm too big now. I'm going someplace else.
They already have the rights to these shows. They can make Yellowstone.
They could keep going. You're right.
They don't need to keep paying him, technically, to keep him on the lot. I honestly think the other thing is about balance for the streamer. So the streamer, is fueled by all these Taylor Sheridan shows.
Yes.
South Park and UFC and all this male stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of, bringing in Cindy Holland and making your first play be a big Nicole Kidman, Elle Fanning show, is that we need some female viewers. We need women to subscribe. We already have the men, and we have things that can keep them around for the next few years. We need to develop more female skewing shows. Yeah.
That's very possible. Even though they put Lioness on a little bit on the respirator there, but and this is the thing I want to point out this as well. Like, I think a lot of people, and I've watched a lot of Taylor Sheridan shows, I think a lot of people have this stupid idea that he's a conservative or he's just a full-on red stater. He's not. If you watch his shows, he's very much in the purple. And I appreciate that about his shows. Like, he'll make fun of the left side, make fun of the right side in a really smart way, especially if you watch Landman or you watch Lioness. And so I appreciate that. And I wonder, as he goes forward, he was just like, you know what? I can go do something else my own way. I go to Peacock. I'm not restrained by that. There you go. Is it work? Is it helping you?
I missed the sculpt.
And I appreciate that. I think it's great that he he's going to go find something else he can create and go someplace else. Because I always think he got a bad rap with that nonsense. And I wonder if maybe he's like, you know what? I don't want this guy coming in with a certain point of view, telling me what I can and can't put into my scripts. We see what Barry Weiss is doing on the CBS side of things, and maybe he felt Ellison was going to do the same to his work, and he's like, fuck that. Now I know South Park signed and all of that, even though it's been weird this year with, we're just going to start a new season randomly. We're just going to do this or that. So there's also an element of that. Maybe he felt he didn't want to get pushed around by Ellison. So
again, maybe I'm naive. I don't have that opinion. I don't think that David Ellison is meddling in scripts for Taylor Sheridan shows on that level. Just like
I'm not saying he is. I'm saying he could. I'm saying he could. Yeah,
he could, and I suppose that's a realistic fear of Taylor Sheridan's. I don't really think that this had to do with politics. Like Paramount.
No. I'm just saying it's overall. It's all connected. Like we're going to reduce the budgets on your show and possibly give you, if you're going to go in a certain direction, we're going to have some issues with it. I'm just saying it's possible.
I think it's about the precedent. It's basically like we're going to reduce the budgets of your shows so that because we're going to bring in a whole bunch of other creators now.
Right.
And we don't want them saying, well, we want the Taylor Sheridan deal.
Right.
We can't give this to everybody. So now we have to even things out. It's not just you here. And I think that's the thing is that, and you saw this, in reports that he likes being the big fish in the small pond.
Yes.
Right. He doesn't want to have to compete with the Duffers or whoever for slots, for budgets. So I think that's what it was more about. And you're right, though. It's about ego. It's about control. Yeah. David Ellison had to reassert control and say, the buck stops here with me and Cindy. Right. This is not Taylor Sheridan's playground anymore.
Yeah. And, rightfully so. Taylor went so I wonder what happens now at Peacock. Like, is he going to create a whole stable of shows? Because from what I've read, Jeff, he's focusing on movies. He wants to focus on movies for a bit. So do you think he just lets go of the Paramount shows? He's just EP on them. He's not really writing them or anything like that, and rides out the contract, and then is already established. Do you think this
the show? It depends. I don't know.
His correspondent show, does that go over now to Peacock when it was rejected by Paramount?
The correspondent, that I don't know. That's a possibility. Yeah. I mean, we'll see if anybody wants a war correspondent show in a few years. It doesn't really strike me as the best idea. I mean, when I look at all these sort of movies involving that kind of stuff, war photographer movies, no one goes.
Kate Winslet, yeah.
No one goes to see that stuff.
That's true.
Rosamund Pike one.
The Rosamund. That's right.
Really good movie. But very very limited. So I don't know if Paramount retains like rights to that. If it's like, hey, we paid you to develop it here, so it stays here with us. I think he's going to have a whole bunch of new stuff. And we'll see if it's still like really cowboy westerny or if it's more crime-y. I mean, does this guy just want to confine himself to one genre, if you will? I think he's going to branch out. What was interesting to me, though, was the Call of Duty announcement today.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, I just like Call of Duty. That's a movie. That's not for the streamer. And again, my whole thing about Control, you'd be like, well, if they're fighting about Control, why would he stick around to do this movie?
Right.
That's not the streamer. Right. It's not about the streamer's identity. It's a one-off. Peter Berg is ultimately directing and calling the shots. Taylor is going to co-write the script with him and produce. Yeah. Obviously, it's a big, meaningful piece of IP that Paramount has. I think they've been talking to him about it for a while. Yeah. So it's just like hey, I may be leaving and I may be making other movies for Peacock starting in March, but I do want to do this. I want to be involved. I just think that this predates a lot of the exit drama that's been happening in the last couple of weeks.
I think this makes sense on so many levels. Because you hear Call of Duty, you hear Taylor Sheridan, that makes all the sense in the world. And Peter Berg, who's of course, gone a certain direction with some of his movies like Lone Survivor and Deepwater Horizon. I like his direction. I like the fact that he veers a little bit into the kind of blue-collar, middle-class, conservative type. I don't mind that with Peter. Peter makes it work in the films that he's doing. So him combining with Taylor Sheridan makes all the sense. And no surprise they were friends for a while. So, yeah, I agree. This is probably one that's like, let's get this fast-tracked because you're still under contract. Let's get as much out of him as possible and start putting this together. And I like the idea of Peter Berg.
That is the question. It's like, are you trying to squeeze this guy for every last drop of creativity he has on your watch?
Yeah.
Or does Taylor have one foot out the door and it's senioritis time for him?
Well, I can't imagine that they were like, I can't imagine Taylor like hung up the phone on Ellison or anything. I'm sure it was just like, look, you guys, I want to go try something else. You guys can't match what I want. You want to limit my budgets. I'm going to go do something else. You guys will be fine. You want space. Now you got more space.
I think they could match it if they wanted to, but they didn't, right? That was what the report said.
Yeah.
They never even made an offer. And it's because it wasn't about money, unlike what Deadline said. They didn't make an offer because It was not about money. It's about ego and control.
In control. Exactly. Yeah. Well, you look at this too. Is this just like an athlete, Jeff? Do they think, are they banking on the fact that Peyton Manning can't do it anymore? So we're going to let him go from the Colts, let him go to the Broncos. We've got Andrew Luck coming in. We got someone else.
That's the Belichick theory, right? Better to let a
yes. Do you think out of ideas? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think, maybe there's fear of that he won't be able to like top himself or repeat himself by creating 7 hit shows in a row.
Yeah.
I think the guy's obviously very special.
I agree.
And like prolific. So I wouldn't bet against him.
Yeah.
To me, you bring up the sports thing of it all. That's why I put Luka Doncic in the headline, even though I misspelled his last name, which I feel terrible about. This is just like Luka.
Yeah.
It's not about the money that we have to pay Luka or the talent that he has on the court. It's about, we don't like this guy as a leader. We don't think we can win a championship with him. It's about changing the culture. Right. That's why Nico did it. Now, Nico may be wrong. Only time will tell. It's a race between the Mavs and the Lakers as to who will win the first championship, really.
Right.
But that's why you got rid of a generational talent like that. You just think he's a poor fit for the culture. And I think that's what this was about. It was David Ellison letting Sheridan walk because they need to create a new culture there.
And to take your Luka example all the way out, like maybe Ellison felt like Sheridan had gotten too fat, too comfortable in where he was at, and like he was getting away with stuff that any other creator wouldn't be able to be lucky enough to get away with in terms of the stuff he was creating. It was becoming a success. Because you can't compare Tulsa King to fucking Landman. Those are two completely different shows. Tulsa King, I would argue, is probably his most like throwaway type show that's fun to watch, right? The other ones are actually a little more complex and in depth and challenge you more as a viewer. And so maybe they failed. But look what happened. Luka got fucking on Men's Health cover. He lost all this weight. He got trimmed down. Maybe that'll happen with Sheridan. Sheridan gets more inspired to go to a new playground, tries to come up with new things, leans out his stuff, really picks out his great work. And then we see a second golden age of Taylor Sheridan shows on Peacock. I'd be 100% excited for that.
Imagine Taylor Sheridan doing a big sci-fi show. I think Peacock is also in search of an identity.
Yes, 100%.
Right? And it needed a guy like Sheridan to come in, steer the ship, take control, give it some identity. He's obviously very reliable. But I think you can experiment with having him do different things for Peacock.
I think it works too because Peacock just lost WWE, which is a big, middle of the road, mid-America, red state type approach. Sheridan maybe fits that, gets people to get back in to their stuff. Because what do you got? You have the Love Island stuff or St. Dennis Medical or, John Wayne Gacy tapes. That's not shit that's going to keep people subscribing every month. You bring in Taylor Sheridan, that's going to bring possibly a whole new set of eyes, or eyes that walked away possibly because of WWE who want to come back and see what Taylor Sheridan's going to do. So I agree with you. You need somebody who's going to stand out. And Peacock, they were talking about that thing shutting down a year or two ago. So the fact that they might actually be reborn again, I think would be fascinating to see overall.
Yeah, and I know the chat's blowing up like, well, who should star in Call of Duty? First of all, I think Peter Berg is a good choice. I'm a big fan of Lone Survivor. He's not probably not who I expected. I probably expected somebody hotter and younger.
Yeah.
But I think Peter Berg makes really good movies for men, which is who this movie is for.
He does.
And you don't really have to break the bank for him like you would a Spielberg.
Right.
As far as cast goes, I don't know. Is there someone? I don't know what the script is or really anything about Call of Duty. Is there a main character? Who would you?
You're asking the wrong guy. I've only played the game once in a while. I've never played the game full. I never owned a Call of Duty game, so I don't know because I'm not really a big shooter game person. It's not really my thing. But I know people have played it. But I don't think there's a Master Chief like there is with Halo. I don't think there's a Master Chief character in Call of Duty because it's different.
You as military brats, though, John. Maybe military intelligence.
Yeah,
I could see you in a tent in the shadows, looking over a map.
Yes, probably. Carl Urban is a nice choice. I like the Carl Urban moving over from the Boys. Boys is about to run out of juice, so that could be interesting. The Jack Reacher guy. Oh yeah, what about him?
Yeah, Ritchie would be good. You could go back to Fury and grab a Brad Pitt. You could.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, you could go get Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Tom Hardy would. Well, but I guess that would be a possibility. Tom Hardy for sure. Someone says St. Dennis is really good. Yeah, I know it is, but it's not. No one's going like, I got to sign up for Peacock to see St. Dennis. That's not what's happening. So, but yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. Anything more you want to say on that, or speculate on that, or any other tentacles to this thing you want to make sure we hit before we move on?
No, I think that this was just a long time coming and ultimately had to happen. It's a good pickup for Peacock, and we'll see how Paramount spends all the money that they're going to be saving on Taylor Sheridan.
Good point.
Who's going to get all that cash?
Who's the up and comer? Right.
Let me ask you this before we move on.
Sure.
Now they have the Duffers.
Who? Oh, yes.
Is there a film property that you would assign the Duffers? I mean, would you just want something original from them again, or are you like, these are the guys I want to take over Star Trek?
Ooh, the Duffers in Star Trek would be really interesting. I hadn't even put those two together in my mind, but look, you want to appeal to younger people to get into an IP in a franchise, and especially when it's this old. You know what? 6 decades? Well, 6 decades plus old. The Duffer Brothers could do it, because I think that Starfleet Academy show is going to crash and burn like crazy ratings wise. And I think they've got a smart understanding of what could work for younger people. So yeah, I think for sure Duffer Brothers and Star Trek would make a lot of sense. I don't know that there's anything I would necessarily, right off the tip of my tongue, think I would hand them. I'd want to see original stuff, because I got to be honest with you. To me, they're like Benioff and Weiss. Okay, you did Stranger Things. What's next? You did Game of Thrones. What's next?
Well, they have 2 shows on Netflix next year, both of which sound pretty interesting. I'm actually looking forward to both of them.
But are they going to be good? I don't know. That's the question.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Are they going to be cultural phenomenons like Stranger Things? Probably not. Right.
We saw what happened with the Russo brothers once they walked away from Marvel. So, and this is the year of brothers breaking up too, with the Coens and the Safdies, and there have been some really not great results.
Year of brothers reuniting. Oasis, baby.
Oh, that's right. We did see that. I'm surprised they're still together doing the show. I thought for sure 4 or 5 dates and it'll be over. But no, they're still doing it. Shout out to the Oasis guys. Let's move on to this, Jeff. Anything more? Are we good? You good?
I'm good.
Let's talk about your favorite franchise here, Scream 7. The trailer dropped today. My trailer reaction is up on the channel. Did it earlier this morning. I got to say, Jeff, I liked this trailer. We got like shades of the past while also feeling very modern. We had Nev Campbell come back, Courtney Cox come back, possibly Matthew Lillard stew at the end there. And who's under the mask that wants to burn everything to the ground? Kevin Williamson back to co-write and direct this thing. What are your thoughts? What? Really?
I'm nervous.
Why? You didn't like this trailer?
It just feels so generic. Like, Scream was exciting because it was unique and it felt fresh. And I don't know what rules this movie is addressing or breaking down, etc. I don't know that it has that, that core, that structure. I think that's what really elevated the first 2 movies. We get the whole we grew up together.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, is this someone that I've met before, or is it just somebody pretending to be someone from her past? Again, I've told you that I think all these returns are just going to be like deep fakes, right? I don't think Stu lived. I think someone is using Stu's voice.
Okay.
Which is what we hear at the end of the trailer.
We do, yeah.
So I think, but I'm hard. I have no idea. I'm encouraged by Kevin Williamson directing.
Yeah.
Or just being involved, really. But yeah, like as a director, Kevin also leaves something to be desired. The movie looked too dark.
That's ironically what I liked about it. I liked that it was dark. I liked that it was tough to see what was going on.
It looked cheap.
Oh, wow.
I thought it looked cheap.
I wasn't that impressed with her daughter. I don't know her from anything. I don't think.
She's in everything. What do you mean? Isn't that
Isabel May is in everything.
I thought it was. I thought we were talking about Mechanic Grace because she's in it too, right?
Oh, is she? Yeah, that's great. I love Mechanic.
Isabel May is from one of the Sheridan shows.
Oh yeah, 1883. I didn't see that one. So
all I can say is I saw her in Run, Hide, Fight, and I loved Run, Hide, Fight. Have you seen that movie?
No. What is that one?
That's like a right wing. People accuse it of being a right wing movie. Not that I think a movie can have politics, but the people who like Sound of Freedom would like Run, Hide, Fight. It's about a girl in the middle of a school shooting who decides to fight back.
Oh, how is that right wing? I would think anybody would want to fight back against the people who try to kill them in the school shooting.
I mean, you'd have to like read the reviews and stuff for Run, Hide, Fight was maybe deemed controversial, but I really liked it, and she was terrific in it. So I do have faith in her in this.
Good cast: Thomas Jane, Rhoda Mitchell, Treat Williams, Barbara Crampton. Nice cast around her.
It's a good movie, Run, Hide, Fight.
All right, maybe I'll give it a chance. I like these kind of smaller ones. Kyle Rankin.
He's good. He's good. Kyle Rankin in that. Okay. But yeah, Scream 7, man. I don't know. There wasn't anything about that trailer that made me be like, "Oh shit, yeah."
Well, it did for me. I liked it. And maybe because I'm not as close to it as you are. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, am I going to be entertained? This looks like a lot of fun. I liked him shooting through the wall, bounding where to shoot. And the opening death was a lot of fun to see that. So I like that. And
she has a panic room, John, but they find themselves between the wall and the panic room, and
I
don't know. I didn't get that.
All right. What about this one? What did you see? The Strangers season 5, the Stranger Things season 5 trailer.
That was as good as the teaser.
Oh, you didn't think it was as good as the teaser? Oh,
the teaser was set to that. What was it? Deep Purple song.
Listen, I think you're getting harder. I think you're becoming more crotchety, so you're becoming harder to please. I think that's what all these movies, all these trailers, people are loving these things, and you're like, meh.
The last one was great. If you had said, "Well, how was the first Stranger Things 5 teaser?" I would say it was amazing.
All right,
but yeah, this one wasn't as good.
I liked it. I got emotional by the end.
It was good. It's good. I can't wait for it. It looks great. I'm just comparing it to the last teaser, which I thought was superior.
Right.
Just like 28 years later or whatever. Right. The first teaser was really good, and they released a second one, and it just wasn't as good.
Yeah.
Sometimes the first idea is what works.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Agent says people have not been loving the new Scream trailer. I have not seen that, so. I've been working all day, so I've only been on social media a couple of times today. So
you've lost touch with the people.
God, I need to lose touch. I need to lose touch with the people. I really do. I need to
I'll be so lucky.
I need to go away somewhere, still be able to pay my bills. But yeah, okay. I like the trailer. I got really emotional at the end, thinking about who's gonna die, and I like the fucking tractor beam shit with Will.
That was cool.
That was cool, and so yeah, and but I was surprised we didn't see a lot of Sadie Sink. So I hope they don't stick her in a bed again for 3 episodes. For God's sake, let that woman work. She's a damn good actress.
I'm pumped for the season. I think Stranger Things is a really good show.
Yeah,
and I think the end's going to be great.
It's going to be in the theaters. The finale. I'm already locking down tickets with some of my friends to drive up possibly for the finale on New Year's Eve to watch it together in the theaters. That could be a lot of fun for sure. Any other trailers you saw this week, Jeff? You're always good at catching some of these as they go past. Anything you saw this week that you're excited about?
I mean, there was a teaser for season 2 of Hijack, which I did start watching. I'm not allowed to talk about it for 3 months.
Oh, you put that on your newsletter? Yes. Yeah. I haven't seen the first season. Highly recommend.
You watch Hijack. Oh, that's a John Rocha show.
Okay. All right.
Yep. You should definitely watch Hijack. Good show. Okay. Good show. And we'll use that as a segue.
Okay. Here we go.
See, Idris Elba as a negotiator trying to stop terrorists.
Yeah.
Sold.
Idris
Elba as the president of the United States, the most British president of all time. What do you think of this movie, House of Dynamite? Tell me why you disagreed with me.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really did. As someone who served in the military, as someone who was in military intelligence, there was a lot that was going on there that I have experienced or seen myself. And some people are like, no one would eat chips at the console. You dumb fucks. You have no idea how stupid military people are and how every day they are about everything. So little nitpicking stuff.
People love chips. You guys have no fucking idea.
We don't always follow the rules in the fucking military. Stop it. Cut that shit out. No one follows all the rules all the time. Anyway, I'd like the first 40 minutes were fucking electric. I just was dialed into everything's going on.
I was into the first section as well.
Rebecca was great, was really great. And then when they moved to the second section, I like Tracy Letts. I'm a big fan of so the way he was navigating that, I liked it. I do agree that the third section was the weakest section, which ironically is supposed to have the most power, because I don't understand why you would create a president that was as feckless as Idris Elba was in the movie. Because to me, I think that sends the wrong message, that the president would have no one else on the helicopter but this guy and this kid. He'd be asking for advice about what to do. I get that you put his wife in Africa and he can't reach out to her. That's fine. I get it. It's a good little tension. But there should have been someone else. And he doesn't seem like the kind of person who would win the presidency if they're so like mealy-mouthed about what to do in this moment. You are prepped about what to do in this moment, day in and day out as the president. So that was the only thing that I had some issues with overall.
Guy's a WNBA fan, John. I mean,
yeah. Oh, the Angel Reese stuff. Oh God. I was like, oh, I get it. You're in Chicago. I get it. But still, it's so pandering. It was so fucking pandering. I did not like that for sure.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
So
that was your favorite scene.
I saw House of Dynamite early and tried to sell the Angel Reese cameo to TMZ.
Wow.
And to TMZ Sports, and they were interested.
Yeah.
The problem was it didn't go quite fast enough.
Okay. Wow.
And by the time the reviews hit, I think THR had already,
of course,
let the cat out of the bag. Someone had mentioned the Angel Reese thing, and so TMZ wasn't interested anymore. But
yeah,
always thinking, head on a swivel, baby.
Got to make that money.
Get that paper.
No, I saw what Adam Naiman I think called it lame, and I didn't think it was lame at all.
And all over the movie, and he's amazing.
I like that ambiguous ending too. I love ambiguous endings. I fucking love ambiguous endings. I was like, it's up to you. You decide what fucking happened. You do the work. I love that. I really do. I'm a big fan of it.
So. That it was such a cop out in this instance.
Did you? Okay.
I just like, this is one of our ballsiest filmmakers making a movie with like no balls at all. I really didn't like the cast. I thought Rebecca was obviously the best one, but she was great. Like, no, Jessica Chastain in Zero Dark 30 is great.
Well, fair. If you're comparing those two, sure. But then again, she only had screen time in the first 40 minutes. And then
standing in front of screens. Oh no, what's gonna happen?
No, but you felt the tension of her family and all of that.
It's just like it was just like I'm gonna get killed for this, but like so much diversity where I'm just like, what? Like, it was like, this is a black guy, this is a Latino guy, we got an Asian girl. It's like, are there white people anymore in these movies?
I did, again, as someone who served in the military, none of that stood out to me, because it is a very diverse place, regardless of what people think. When you go in the military, because there's a lot of people from poor walks of life, and there are a lot of minorities in poor walks of life, and so they go and serve.
There's plenty of white guys in this movie.
Yeah,
they're not American.
Well, Jason
Clarke. No one's American. Rebecca's not American.
That's right. Rebecca's not American.
This as like the government. This just felt like a fantasy land. I did not like the movie.
Yeah, I hear you. Like, but I went in going like, I get Jeff's criticisms. I'm see if I like it or not. And I just was so riveted the first 40 minutes. Then it was like all my shit from what I remember came clicking in, having grown up in DC. So it's like those things just kind of, clicked for me. But yeah, the last third of the movie is the weakest part of the movie, and arguably should be the strongest part of the movie because of what happens.
How about Gabriel Basso? Like this guy's like explaining shit. He's like, oh yeah, I just got off the phone with the Russian president.
Yeah.
Like, why are you the guy talking? Like, what?
I gotta say this. I hate to say this because I support my people, but I'm not a Ramos person. I really am not. He literally changes nothing in every film he's in, every show he does. Same cadence, same delivery, same emotion. Like there's nothing new that Ramos does. And it's not that he's not a solid actor. He delivers what's asked of him, but there's no dynamic nature to his performances. And I'm not trying to hate on the man because I think it's great that he works, but I just would love to see something challenging from him. And not even in this situation could he get out of his cadence and his performance, you know?
I just didn't understand that first wave of reviews that were like, this movie's the greatest and Catherine Bigelow's best work. I'm like, you guys are, everything can't just be the best. Everything's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Are we forgetting the movies that made these people who they are? Or are we forgetting The Hurt Locker or Point Break or Strange Days? Like, what? You're telling me this fucking movie on Netflix is better than those movies? You're nuts.
Right.
Just like people saying One Battle After Another is better than Boogie Nights. Where are these thoughts allowed?
I would not be in that camp. I do think it's one of his greatest films, but I do not think it's above Boogie Nights or above There Will Be Blood. I don't think it's above.
I've heard crazy shit this year about movies, and I don't understand it.
Oh, one thing I did watch, speaking of There Will Be Blood, I watched that hour and 10-minute doc on Jim Downey on SNL. I highly recommend it. So good. Yeah. I had no idea that was him in fucking There Will Be Blood. I just was like shocked. So.
Yeah.
Aegon says Rocha would like the new show Boots. Buddy, look at the picture. If you're making a gay reference, look at your avatar, buddy. Of the two of us, who would like to show Boots? Please.
Bro, you'd love Boots. You'd be licking Boots.
Mr. Metrosexual over here. Look at him. Hey guys, I got my chain hanging in the tree.
I don't think this is a gay thing, by the way.
I hope not. Just want to make sure. I'm looking forward to. I do want to see it though. Maggie Lovett over there at Collider said Boots is really good, so I want to give it a shot.
Watch The Inspection, guys, if you like Boots.
Oh, that's right. The Inspection's another one that was really good too. I thought that guy should have been nominated. All right, thank you. Aegon says it was not a shot at all. Okay, thank you, Aegon. I'll check it out. I love you, John.
I attacked you.
Hey, you know how it is. You come into the periphery. You might get a straight. You might catch a straight.
Anything, but okay.
You might catch a straight. Anyway, anything? Oh yeah. What? Oh, CHRISTY. You want to talk about CHRISTY? Yeah,
I want to talk about CHRISTY. What'd you think? Am I crazy?
I think the film is this is funny because I have a weird feeling about the film because I know the story and I watched the documentary. I followed her growing up. I think the film is at the same time 10 minutes too long, but 10 minutes are missing. And so that's my frustrating part of it because the jumps in time to me, I think are frustrating. I think she's damn good in the movie though. And my only criticism is I wanted them to explore the lesbian stuff much more as something she struggles with, something she confronts, something she deals with. They kind of skirted around that until the very end, but it was a little frustrating that wasn't more of a thing that was bothering her as she was coming of age, coming into her own, coming into her power, the way she spoke about these women. Like I wanted that to be something that was something she was confronted with consistently. And so the fact that it wasn't, was a bit of a cop out, but performance wise, was fucking excellent. I got no complaints. She absolutely nailed it. Foster was great as well. Jesus Christ, dude, that guy should get nominated for that film.
He was terrifying. And he could, if she's in play and she keeps the film in the conversation, people feel like they have to see it so they can cast their vote for Best Actress. There's no reason that he would be just ignored.
Yeah.
I think he's definitely in the conversation. I think Sean Penn is losing steam, by the way.
I know, it's weird. I don't know, some people saying Benicio. Like, what the fuck?
I could give 2 fucks about the Gotham Awards. Okay, talk about an award show that means less than nothing.
But Teyana Taylor's #1 now, apparently. So.
But Sean Penn wasn't nominated. Benicio was.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting. But you say you don't give a fuck about him. So you can't give a fuck about him when they agree with you. That's not really.
That's what I like to do. All right. And Rotten Tomatoes doesn't matter, but if I can use Rotten Tomatoes data to make a point of mine, I will do it.
But do you think? But the people that come out of. I've seen the Song Sung Blue reviews, and people like Clayton was like, "Oh my God, have we overlooked or Kate Hudson for all these years?" I'm like, no. I hate when critics do that because it's like, no, I think actors are pretty much properly assessed for the most part correctly at every stage of their career.
I've never been wrong.
And I think what's her face, she was great in Almost Famous, but then she did a bunch of nothing comedies and kind of lost it, and then came back. And if she's good in this film, great, but it's because she had all this life experience and she got better as an actress. So we didn't overlook her. She got better. That's what happens. Jennifer Connelly got better. That's why we got Requiem for a Dream. Kim Basinger got better. That's why we got LA Confidential. People grow. People grow as actors, you know.
Clip this.
Please clip it. It's true. So, there's nothing wrong with properly assessing an actress who isn't quite or actor who isn't quite up to snuff, but decent, good. And then when they get a role to really shine, we don't go, boy, we so overlook them. No, they weren't able to do it at the time. Now they are because of life experience.
Again, I spent the last 6 months led to believe that Jessie Buckley had an Oscar in the bag for and I'm like, you're gonna put this screaming pregnant lady up against Sydney Sweeney? It's night and day. It's no contest. Sydney Sweeney's better than Jessie Buckley to me.
Wow.
So, maybe my eyes don't work, but
I will find out. Hopefully very soon. I want to see that movie. You know what? I've been invited to a screening of Smashing Machine with The Rock being there as well. And I kind of half want to do it, to be honest with you. I want to see if I can get a handshake from The Rock and have him go, "You've been talking a lot of shit about me, motherfucker." Like I think I might like a shot of that, to be honest. We'll see. But listen, I'm looking forward to Hamnet. I hope it's good, but I thought she was great, honestly. And I'm not a bullshit artist. I know the Christy Martin story. I know her, and I was ready to root against Sydney. I really was, because some of the stuff is kind of ridiculous that she's doing recently, but like this, she was good. She was good.
And I don't want to get into the third act too much, because the third act surprised me, and that's kind of what I liked about it. But the end of the movie, when she's in court.
Yes. Yeah.
I thought that was great.
Yep.
And that's when the movie ends and you leave, and it leaves you on that note, and you're just like, like, fuck this motherfucker.
The movie was like a fight. It built round upon round until you got to the final round, which was in the court. And then you got the knockout right before the time went out on the fight. And so I thought that was the way they constructed the film, was kind of in that way, the director. So yeah.
Black Bear's Teddy Schwartzman is on the Town podcast today with Melanie. I'm telling you, they're doing all the right things, I think, to elevate the profile of this movie. Bellany was giving them credit for putting Sydney Sweeney and the real Christy Martin at the Dodgers game, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't watch the most recent game or whatever, but that's the stuff that they're going to have to do, is that those kinds of stunts to get the word out on this movie. It is a female boxing movie. It's not going to break the box office, but damn it, her and Foster give two of the year's best performances. So.
I agree. Foster, he's always great as a villain, man, but the quiet villainy of this guy, there's such an insidious nature to his villainy, right? In 310 to Yuma, he's just a fucking madman, right? And that's fun to play. But the quiet insidiousness of this Jim Martin guy is just so unsettling when you watch the movie. So, and I thought, Paul L. Coleman, who did Don King? That's the best Don King I've ever seen.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah.
Chad Coleman, yes.
Sorry, Ving Rhames. Chad Coleman killed Don King. I would 100% watch Don King in a series, man. So that was an amazing stuff. Like when he warns her about talking about how much she's not getting paid. Oh, fuck.
I wouldn't be surprised if you saw him play Don King again. At some point in some other thing.
Yeah. I mean, we saw Michael Sheen play Tony Blair like 3 times, so why wouldn't
you? Or just the guy who played Brutus in Mindhunter and Monster, like Happy Anderson. Any
true crime stuff you're watching right now? Anything you recommend?
I don't know if I think I watched it after our show last week. Il Mostro.
Oh, where's that at? What's that?
Dude, Il Mostro is so fucking good. That's the Monster Florence show. It's on Netflix.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just debuted. It's from Stefano Sollima. Do you know who that is?
No. Is it in Italian or anything, or is it
Italian? So it's only 4 episodes, which is good. I watched it dubbed.
Okay.
Which is not normally what I want to do, but I did watch this one dubbed. Okay. Stefano Sollima did Day of the Soldado.
Oh, Sicario 2.
And he also did a little show called Cero.
Yeah. Okay.
So this dude has the goods.
Okay.
Salima.
Respect.
And what a fucking crazy, it's a crazy show.
Okay. Only 4 episodes.
Just very disturbing stuff. Monster Florence was a great story already, but the way that it's done, I thought was very, very interesting. I won't say too much about the structure.
There you go. I watched one thing last night, but it's not a Jeff Sneider thing at all. But for any of you political nerds out there, PBS just did a 2-part documentary on Henry Kissinger. Highly recommended. 2.5. It's hour and 20 minutes each. Very, very engrossing. So there you go. All right.
I'll tell you what I'm watching though. That's great. And I'm probably breaking embargo by saying it, but I think Netflix will forgive me. Squid Game: The Challenge is such an amazing reality show.
The first season was great, dude.
Dude, I'm watching season 2, and I'm so hooked. It's so good.
Does it start this Friday or next week?
I don't know when it starts, actually.
Okay. I want to see that. Season 1 was, we were like, Lily and I were fucking engrossed in season 1. So, is there anything else? No, I think that's it. All right, before we roll on, we should, before we get to the questions, real quick, quick stories here. Colin Farrell disagrees with James Gunn and says that the Sgt Rock script was a, quote, fantastic script.
Mate.
I wonder what's happening with it. I have no idea where it is now, but it should be made. It's really, really good, he said about the Sgt Rock script. And didn't Gunn say that they didn't go forward with it because the script wasn't ready, wasn't good?
Ready. Who's lying?
Who's telling the truth? Who's telling the truth here?
Batman 2, greatest script I ever read. Sgt Rock, number 2.
A masterpiece. He says a masterpiece.
What are these guys supposed to say?
That's where's the segment? I thought we were doing a segment.
I don't think James Gunn was like, I don't think he's really a bastion of truth telling either.
Right.
But at least we got him to say something negative, which I never hear from actors. It's always, this is the best fucking thing I've ever read, mate. It's my best, it's the most personal film ever. My
Big Beautiful Journey. It's the greatest film I've ever worked on. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. Also, John Williams, he is going to be composing the score for Spielberg's new UFO project. We thought he was retired. You can't keep the man away from a soundstage. Are you excited about this? Does it make sense?
Doesn't make sense. Of course it makes sense. John Williams working with Steven Spielberg. Makes a ton of sense. Remarkable that this guy can still get up there and do this.
Yeah. He is in LA right now working with Spielberg in the studio for the film. Do they have a title for this one? What's it called? Disclosure the Dish is what it's currently under, but they haven't said what the official title is just yet. Interesting. So yeah, that makes me feel like it's not going to be as dark as some people were speculating, because John Williams, yes, I think he did Schindler's List, but he rarely does like really dark movies, I think. So, but we'll see. Also this, Jeff, you'll be happy to know that Margot Robbie will not be starring in the new American Psycho. Apparently it is not going to be a gender swap approach to American Psycho. That's according to The Sun. So are you okay with this? Are you fine with this? So were you hoping to see a gender swapped American Psycho?
No, I was not. I did not want to see this. Again, this is something where Jordan, I'll respect to Jordan Rumi, who does a great job reading World of Real, my daily read.
Yes,
but I wouldn't have picked this story up. The Sun, maybe you can trust them on some Bond rumors from time to time.
Right.
Someone has no fucking idea what's going on with American Psycho at Lionsgate. I just
fair enough.
I don't know why this story gained traction here in America.
Right.
It's sites like World of Real picking it up. Without checking, but yeah, like Lionsgate laughed this off. I don't think that this is the direction that they're taking.
Right.
And yeah, I don't think I want to see Marlowe as Patrice Bateman.
Do you buy the Sydney Sweeney? Speaking of Chris, do you buy the Sydney Sweeney idea that she might be a Bond girl? She seemed to be coy when she answered it, but that could be just.
I don't think that Bond girls have been discussed yet. I think that Bond girls will be discussed once there is James Bond. I think that there's an idea, just like there was an idea years ago of, we got to have Ana de Armas as a Bond girl. Or something.
Oh, yeah.
It's just picking the hot girl of the moment and saying, you got to be a Bond girl. Maybe she wants to be a Bond villain.
That's possible.
playing coy because she has a deal and she's sworn to secrecy. I think it's stuff like this, particularly if Bezos continues meddling, that like can cost you Denis Villeneuve. He wants to pick his own fucking bunker. He doesn't want to have Jeff Bezos do it. So
that's a good point. Yeah, doing it through the press. That's the last thing you want.
Yeah.
So that's a great point.
If you want to do that, go hire Ilya Nayshuler.
Yeah. Right.
I think Bezos needs to tread carefully. Not that he's like come out and said this is what I want and this is what's going to happen.
Right.
I don't know where some of these stories they take on a life of their own. They get picked up and get traction.
Yeah.
I'm a more discerning editor. Read the newsletter.
Sadly, we've lost Aegon. He said, "You won, John. I changed my pick and never going to watch your channel again. Had been a
dude.
Adios, amigos."
Aegon has a point in that you did jump down his throat for no reason.
No. I didn't jump down his throat. I just made fun of him a little bit. Come on. You got to have stronger things in it. You got to have a stronger ball, you know?
Yeah, Aegon, you got to have a thicker skin, my friend. I would have changed the photo back, make it even gayer.
Yeah. That implies it was gay. I don't think it was. I was just making fun of it. Come on. You can ball bust me. I can't ball bust you. That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand how that makes sense.
I mean, I'm with you, Aegon. You can subscribe to my channel. I haven't uploaded a video in years, but
oh, come on, Aegon. You got to be stronger than that, bro. The world's a tough place. You can't be sensitive. All right, let's see. All right, let's get into some questions, Jeff. We're running out of time here. Alexander Svensson says, any idea when we will see trailers or hear anything about Spielberg and Abrams' new movies? Well, I mean, we're just getting the score. I don't know when we get a trailer, Jeff.
I mean, Abrams, I don't think he has a date, so I don't know what the deal is with that.
Yeah.
The second half of 2026 sure does seem awfully crowded lately.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Wicked and Avatar are really good bets, right? Yeah, Spielberg's a Universal movie. Wicked's a Universal movie.
True.
Seems like that could happen. Abrams is a Warner Brothers movie. Does Warner Brothers have any other big movies coming this year?
Don't they? I thought. Hold on. Is it? No, I guess it's not. Maybe not, man.
Well, there's also this thing looming in February where it would be a good idea to drop a trailer, and that is the Super Bowl.
Oh, right. Yeah, good point. Let's see. 2025. Any Warner Brothers films left? No. The Family McMullen was the last one, technically Warner Brothers related. And then the next one is Wuthering Heights next year and The Bride. Okay. There you go. All right. Samuel Ouellet says, congratulations on almost 40K subs, Rocha. You're the man. Oh, I'd love to get past 40K. Been dying, but thank you very much.
39,999 because of Aegon.
Right. Yeah, Aegon left. That's right. Go back, Aegon. Go back.
We apologize, buddy.
Samuel Ouellet says, is Frankenstein top 3 Del Toro for you guys? Also, I'm reading The Stand right now, and do you guys believe it should get the Dune treatment of a trilogy to do it justice? You got to find the right person for The Stand, man. That is I mean, if you thought It or Dune was difficult, The Stand is like twice as difficult. So hopefully if they find the right creator. Frankenstein. Who's doing The Stand?
Crazy Doug Liman.
Oh no. Yeah, that's not a good idea. I would immediately pull him off after he's pulled this stunt. I would immediately pull him off.
Is Frankenstein top 3 Del Toro? I have not seen Frankenstein yet.
Oh.
Did you?
Yes, I've seen it twice now.
Okay.
I loved it.
And is it or no?
I don't know. I don't think because you're talking about Pan's Labyrinth. Like, is it better than Pan's Labyrinth? I don't think I would say that.
No, the answer is no.
Better than Shape of Water? I don't think I would say that.
I think Frankenstein has a chance to be in my top 3 just because I don't revere Guillermo del Toro like most people.
Right.
So it's a possibility.
Yeah, I love Guillermo, but too many people gloss over some of the issues in his movies because they love him. And it's like, guys, Crimson Peak was not a good movie, Pacific Rim. Mitch Jensen, lukewarm on the Scream 7 trailer. I understand they're hiding a lot, but felt like it was missing something. Also, Melissa Barrera fan club is beyond being toxic and spoiling on social media.
What are they spoiling? How do the Barrera fans know?
I don't think they can spoil anything, but maybe they're spoiling the fact that people might be enjoying the trailer.
Yeah, her fan club is definitely something.
It's funny because they don't show up for our movies, but they show up to complain about it on social media. Funny how that works. Luke James 1 says, God damn the handsomeness on screen right now. Well, yeah, much more Jeff than me, for sure.
Obviously. Thank you, Luke.
He's looking at him working out. Doug Developer says, Happy Halloween Eve. What's up, Doug? Knowing that you'll survive, would you rather spend a night in the world of the Blair Witch Project or in the world of Open Water? Knowing that you'll survive. Oh.
It's easy.
Really? Go ahead.
Blair Witch. Open Water is one of the scariest movies I've seen.
I agree.
Open Water is super underrated.
I guess
feeling of being lost and that no one's coming back for you, even if you're in the water and there's sharks like swimming all around you, I'd be freaking out. Blair Witch, you stand in the corner.
Yeah, well, in Blair Witch, you're on dry land. Like there's a chance in your mind constantly that you could get out of it. Whereas Open Water, you're right. Like you're literally in the water. There's nothing to do but wait for death or help, and help isn't coming.
Yeah.
DeLune says, you guys never covered the trailer for Send Help.
We did it intentionally. We're anti-Sam Raimi. No. I think it looks great. It looks like a total blast. I'm pumped for that one.
I think DeLune is wrong. We talked about it at the end of one of the shows last week or 2 weeks ago. Right at the end. Yeah, I thought it was a good trailer. I like Rachel McAdams. And the kid. I always forget his name. I was getting mixed up.
Dylan the Kid O'Brien.
Dylan O'Brien.
That's right. This is the year of Dylan O'Brien. You know, we're in the middle of the O'Brien Renaissance, right?
Like the last few months of the year, or you mean 2026?
I mean, no, the last few months of this year, he's crushing it.
Okay, yeah.
Dude, he's in Pony Boy, which I recommend. That's one of the 20 best movies I've seen all year.
Okay.
In Twinless, which I have yet to see and plan to watch very soon. I've heard nothing but good things.
Okay.
He's in Anniversary, which is opened this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And that movie is bonkers and not at all like the trailer. The movie.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Jay Metch says, I saw The Testament of Ann Lee last weekend. This may be mean, but I've never witnessed more walkouts at a festival screening with cast and crew present. Oof. That's not good.
Really? I'd heard this year's Best Actress race was Jessie Buckley versus Amanda Seyfried.
Wow.
But again, that's another one where it's like first of all, submitted for comedy or musical, which I guess it has some music in it. A comedy, so yeah, this is a Mormon musical. I don't know who is going to see this. I don't know who is going to say, I want to spend my Christmas day seeing this.
Yeah.
A bizarre choice from Searchlight, but I got to see it before I can assess its awards chance.
Is it a comedy? Is it a send up on
comedy? It's like a dark.
Oh, really?
It's like religious drama that involves a lot of chanting and weird music, from what I understand.
Is this like what was the one? Hereditary? Is it like Hereditary? Not Hereditary. Midsommar? Is it like Midsommar? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
And this is Mona Fastful.
Yeah, who wrote the Brutalists, but
yeah,
I think that this will be a movie for about 12 people to watch.
Okay,
not anticipating good things, but I got to see it. Got to pay my respects.
That's right. Don Ronaldo McWhiskey just sending support. Thank you, Don. See, now if you had an avatar like that, Aegon, I'd want to pinch those cheeks. You know. Cowboys fan 92 says, fun fact: Taylor Sheridan is opening or has opened a film studio here in Texas. That's true, but it was with Paramount. Ironically, here's to hoping he employs artists from around Texas. It's huge, 450,000 square feet. Yeah. What?
So that's an interesting thing, by the way.
Go ahead.
So this week, Taylor Sheridan David Ellison announced a new studio in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
This was after he announced the studio in Dallas. And I'm wondering with Ellison, with Sheridan leaving.
Yeah.
I wonder if the studio in Dallas is happening or not.
You think they'll shut it down before?
I don't know. I like, if you were doing one there, why would you open one in New Jersey too?
Well, maybe the deal is they're going to walk away from that studio. Then Peacock would kind of go in half and half with Sheridan or whatever. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know about that. I'm just, Cowboys fan. I'm curious if you live in Dallas. Is it open or is it like a plan to open situation? Because I do worry that it may not.
Yeah, because you said has opened. So is it open? Is it not open? Yeah.
Right.
C Black says, Chris Gore, source, saw the rough cut of Doomsday trailer, said audience will be happy with RDJ's Dr. Doom. Sneider, Jeff, have you heard anything?
I hear Chris Gore's alive. No, he's not. I've been watching Chris Gore and reading Chris Gore since I was a teenager. I have not heard anything about the teaser. I assume we will see it in front of Avatar.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that makes sense.
One person saying they liked it is great, but then another person could see the same thing, say they hated it. So,
I mean, he said the audience will be happy with RDJ's Dr. Doom. Was that ever in doubt? I mean, people freaked out at the back of Dr. Doom's head at the end of Fantastic Four. It's not even fucking Robert Downey Jr. inside it.
No matter what's his face says. Dellin says, has the rom-com genre died? Rom-com were once blockbuster hits for the movie stars. Julie Roberts, Sandra Bee, Meg Ryan were the queens of rom-com in the 90s and 2000s. Well, no, I mean, Anyone But You did well, and Nancy Meyers has got one coming. So it might be coming back slowly but surely, though, Jeff. Do you think?
The rom-com genre is definitely not dead. I mean, it's Amazon YA movies, essentially. It's our series. It's The Summer I Turned Pretty. Yeah, I think the rom-com genre is coming back. Look at Millie Bobby Brown's doing that movie with Gabe LaBelle.
Oh yeah.
Right. I think you just need the right pairing, and actually, I think that is a good pairing, the two of them.
I'll tell you where it's not dead. That's Lifetime Christmas movies, which I've started watching now because I'm a hardcore Lifetime Christmas movies watcher, and there's a lot of rom-coms in those stories. Let me tell you that right now, dude. There is some bad acting in those films, but I still love them.
Why don't you watch some Hanukkah movies?
American movies? What?
Hanukkah movies.
Oh, Hanukkah. How many Hanukkah movies are there?
I don't know, but we need more of them.
8 Sleepless Nights, and then what? 8 Crazy Nights, and then what else? I remember what else it is.
You know who I hear is writing a Hanukkah movie?
Hanukkah Harry. John Lovitz. No, who's writing a lot?
Roxy Strider.
Oh, okay. Nice. I love it.
Sign me up for a role, baby.
Let her set it up in London so I can go and be in a role or an interview on the set. I would love it.
Roxy had her trailer, the Kate Beckinsale movie came out this week as well. Right?
What's it called? Company or whatever? What's it called?
It's called Wildcat.
Wildcat? Oh, Wildcat. Right.
That's the one. No Roxy in the trailer.
Son of a bitch.
I'm going to be starting a petition about that. But the movie does come out, I think, around Thanksgiving. So we got to show up for our girl.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Thank you, Derek. Oh my God. Very kind of you to support the show. Thank you so much. Always good to see you, brother, man. You're going to break your arms doing that. Francisco Lopez says, is there a chance for Sicario 3 with Sheridan writing, or is it too late for that? Oh, I would love that.
There's always a chance.
Come on. Benicio survived, so there's always a chance. There's always a chance.
Let's bring back Denis, too.
Oh, yeah, please. Fuck, that is still my favorite of his, bar none. Still. Doug Developer says, do you guys have any animal phobias? How much would you have to be paid to do what Alfred Molina did in Raiders with the tarantulas? Well, I mean, they take care of you on sets. If it was an independent movie, maybe I wouldn't be as down for it, but a big film like that, they take care of you. My phobia is always going to be gorillas or monkeys. I have nothing to do with the ape family at all. No thanks. Jeff?
I think I'd be a scaredy cat bitch for all these things, honestly. I mean, like, if I'm working with a snake on a set, has the snake been defanged? Does it have venom or not? I'm terrified when just like a little dog shows me its teeth. Right? Just like the thought of something sinking into my leg and pulling out God knows what.
Well, I see. So you're not into that with sex, huh? Biting, no.
Oh, no. No marks for me.
Little pretty boy. Would you do Fear Factor? I saw the trailer this week with Johnny
Knoxville. I think that's going to be a huge hit. I think I'd have a tough time, honestly.
I would try it. Now I would fucking try it. I would see if I could get through it because I would go crazy. Jay Anderson says Kitch and Bernthal for Commander Berg, and Kitch love to work together like Marty and DiCaprio. COD should be like Call of Duty should be like Prime Dark Wolf in tone, in my opinion. Okay. I should play this game. And see if it's any good. Derek Johnson. Thank you, Derek. Again, very kind of you. Keep sending more support. Derek, you're the best. I love you, man. I always love when you can catch us live.
Derek, change your profile picture. No,
Derek, keep that. That's a good one.
Derek, really, he's the only one who works. With the rest of you guys need to get a job like Derek.
Seriously. Love Scream, but not that excited for Sydney coming back.
That's
really? Why?
I'm excited for Sydney coming back. She's the only reason to watch this movie. I mean,
she looks fantastic, by the way. It's like seeing Jennifer Connelly in Top Gun Maverick. You're like, beauty is transcendent, man.
She stayed ready for her opportunity. You don't have to get ready if you stay ready.
That's a good point. Yeah. Derek Johnson, thank you, Derek. You're the best. Love you, man. Spoofaman says, I saw Roofman, had a great time. My question, how many bad movies in a row does a director need for you to consider them no longer good? Well, I have a different bar than a lot of these studios apparently do, for sure.
I mean, I still think Catherine Bigelow is a good director, but she's made 2 stinkers in a row. So, like, I guess 3 is the answer. If she makes 1 more, then maybe I'll be like, okay, she's totally lost her fastball.
For you,
yeah, I think 3 is a good number because 1 could be a fluke, 2 could be a coincidence, but 3 in a row, that's hard to argue with.
I mean, Rennie Harlan is still directing movies, for fuck's sake, and he's had like 500 terrible movies. So, I mean, he hasn't been good since Die Hard 2. I'll be honest with you. And you say that about House of Dynamite, but House of Dynamite 78% on Rotten Tomatoes. Both the audience,
what it is,
both the audience and the critics. So she might have lost her fastball with you, but she might not have lost her fastball with the majority of people. Just putting it out there. Derek Johnson, thank you, Derek. Some more support. Appreciate you, brother. Love you, man. Nathan Drake says, love watching Jeff on the FYC show. Mance. Matt Sister McCall says up to 29 horror movies for the month. Exhausted. I watched The Vigil, Lake Mungo, Cobweb, Inside 2007, and Event Horizon. Have you seen these? Your thoughts? I've only seen Event Horizon of all those, and that was pretty fucking brutal. Jeff,
I think I've seen them all.
Okay.
Event Horizon is good.
Yeah.
Inside 2007, I think I know the French film, and that is the best movie on this list, I believe.
Yeah.
Cobweb, I don't recall being a fan of. The Vigil, I did not like, and Lake Mungo's okay.
All right. By the way, Event Horizon is in theaters, I think, right now. In certain theaters, I think Regal. Nathan Drake says Idris Elba wasn't good in House of Dynamite. Having no ending isn't clever. People want answers. Oh, come on. You want another half an hour of them explaining what happened or didn't happen and seeing the devastation and the reactions, and you want another half an hour to the movie? I feel like people don't.
Maybe there wasn't a missile at all. Maybe Tom Brady just threw a football.
Yeah, but was it properly inflated or underflated like he'd like to do? The cheating son of a bitch. Casper says Amy Madigan for Best Supporting Actress at the Oscars. Let's go. Hashtag.
Now that's a profile photo. I like it. Someone just like drew all over their face with a pen. I like that. Casper, good stuff. I agree with you. I hope that she gets a nomination. I hope she wins.
Yeah, I hope so too. Matt Sister McCall, loved the VHS franchise. Jeff, what's your favorite tapes in the franchise? Roki should react to Jeff's movie review blog at the end of 2025.
Yes, just go through all 208 movies.
Wow.
VHS, the second movie. What is the name of the short film from the Moe brothers?
Okay.
I think it was from Timo. VHS 2 movies. I'm going to get you the name of the movies. Hold on.
In the first edition?
Yeah, 1 second. It's called Safe Haven. Safe Haven is definitely the best entry.
Okay.
It's from Timo Tjahjanto and Gareth Evans.
Okay.
Watching the new one, Alex Ross Perry's entry, Kid Print, was the highlight of the new one.
Okay. Nathan Drake says Ben Foster in Hostages 05 early creepy role.
He was really good in that. He's great now. Dog. He's always good. Always.
Is that the one with is that the Denis one?
Hostage? No, it's Bruce.
Hostage.
Bruce Willis is in Hostage, yeah.
Hostage? I never even heard of that film.
Pretty sure, bro. This is why I was the Schmodown champion.
Oh, yeah, it is Bruce Willis and Kevin Pollak. Interesting. Okay. Oh, yeah, he's in there. Mars Krupchik. All right.
Who directed Hostage? Is it
Floren Emilio Siri?
Okay, so I was about to say Florence something. I didn't have the last name.
Yeah. He's only done one thing recently. So. All right. Where else are we? Fuck. Where do we leave off at? Samuel says, what's your favorite horror film? Mine, Silence of the Lambs. Gone Girl. That's my favorite horror film. Jeff, what's your favorite horror film?
Gone Girl does not qualify as a horror movie. You know that.
You're fucking insane. Doesn't qualify for a horror movie. Go ahead.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, Silence of the Lambs is the correct answer. Even though, I mean, is that a horror movie? That's kind of more of a thriller.
Could argue it's more of a thriller, right? Exactly. I mean,
it's an acceptable answer. I'll take it. Halloween's up there. Child's Play is really underrated. Everyone always talks about the original Friday the 13th or Texas Chainsaw or Nightmare on Elm Street. The original Child's Play, go back and watch that movie. That's really good.
That's true. Yeah. Let's see. Matthew McCall, should I see Truth and Treason or Violent Ends Friday?
Easy. Violent Ends.
Okay. Thoughts on the Hand That Rocked the Cradle remake on Hulu?
Complicated.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
No, it had terrible reviews. Why would I watch a terrible?
Because it was directed by a Latina. First of all, tough to click on the remake when the original Hand That Rocked the Cradle is also on Hulu and they're promoting it heavier than the remake, and it's so much better.
So dumb to put it right next to. I was like, what are you guys doing, man?
I completely agree. I was like, ooh, should I just watch the original? Which is a great fucking movie. Here's the thing. This movie is bad for 30 to 40 minutes. Like, I paused it halfway through and a friend called and he's like, oh, what are you watching? And he's like, oh, Hand That Rocked the Cradle. It's terrible. But by the end of the movie, I had come around on it. I had gotten what the director was trying to do. I came to appreciate Mary Elizabeth Winstead's performance and a little bit of what Micah is doing. So it was a guilty pleasure at the end of the day. I thought it was better than I was expecting, but certainly nowhere in the ballpark of the first film.
Yeah. There you go. Jordan Ross Winehold says, hot take, Wicked wins Best Picture in preferred ballot. Maybe. I think it's very possible because one battle after another is a political film. Hamnet is a Shakespeare film. What's the other ones they're kicking around right now? Oh, Sinners is a racial film. I would not be surprised if the Academy's like, we're going to stay away from all that shit. Let's vote for something simple like Wicked. Now, of course, Wicked has racial overtones with Cynthia Erivo and the character and all that and the green skin, but like, I think it's much more of a crowd pleaser. So I would not be surprised if Wicked 2 wins. Jeff?
I mean, that's what I said in the newsletter a few weeks ago. I predicted Wicked to win Best Picture, and because it's a crowd pleaser that's different from most of the other movies that are in contention.
Yeah.
Still got to see it because God, how many movies have I assumed would win Best Picture this year, and then I see them and they're crap. But sorry, I got the hiccups. Sounds like the sequel delivered.
There we go. Samuel says Cuarón or Eggers for The Stand would have been cool. Oh, Alphonse Cuarón for The Stand, 1,000%. I would love to have seen that.
Yeah, I don't need Dave Eggers. Robert Eggers, The Stand.
Dave Eggers. All right. Eric Rivera says, with Hollywood's volatility, would you sway any creatives, writers, actors, etc., from trying to break in?
Yes.
I wouldn't. Do you believe in yourself or not? Do you want to do this or not? Welcome to life. Everywhere it's tough right now. AI is taking all these jobs. Breaking into anywhere is tough. This is the highest level of unemployment for people coming out of college. So where do you think you're going to go that you're not going to see volatility in the marketplace, in the workplace? You know, it's all out there, you know, so if it's at least go do it. If it's something you really love doing it, that's the thing I would caution. If you're kind of half-ass about it, or you're not sure about it, you're going to get chewed up and spit out. If you love it, you'll deal with the bullshit and hopefully find your way to a place where you can find some success. But no, it's not going to be easy.
I think you're right. It's about self-belief and confidence. Like, I was watching the Eddie Murphy documentary last night, also under embargo, and you know, he's just talking about how, like, it never even entered my mind that I wasn't going to be famous. Like, I just knew I was going to be famous since I was a kid. And if you don't think like that, I know people are like, you'd have to be an arrogant narcissist to think that. Nope, that is what is required. And if you don't think it, then why would anybody else?
Yeah.
And if I can sway you against being one of those things, then you probably weren't going to be one of those things to begin with.
Sheepish people don't succeed. No matter what they show you outwardly in their interviews and, oh, you know, I was just happy to be here. I was just happy. Bullshit. They all have the fucking ego and drive to achieve, and they say that out in the public.
If you had a kid, would you pay $200,000 for film school and say, well, I worked my whole life to send my kid to film school knowing, you know, this business is kind of swirling down the drain? Or,
well, it would have to be like this. What are you going to study at film school? Are you going to get into the AI stuff? Are you going to be at the cutting edge of technology? That's what I would say.
Because then you would pay for it? Then
I would be like, okay, yeah. I'd have to look in your eyes. I'd have to believe you. I'd have to really believe you. And I can read people. I've always been able to read people. I'd have to really believe you. And then I would be willing to do it, yes. If I had $200,000.
In general, I tell people, like, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
If I was talking to 18-year-old Jeff right now and I had $200,000, I'd say go make a movie or something like that. I just don't think it's worth it to go to film school. I don't think anybody gives a shit.
I see what you're saying. There's
wise investments.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I was thinking just more a matter of film.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, oh no, that's a different conversation. I would absolutely be like, well, you don't need to go here. Right. There's other ways you can learn about film nowadays. You don't even need to go to film school. Like, honestly, I agree with that. Yeah. Samuel, that says, thoughts on Shelby Oaks. I'm happy for Chris and liked it more than I expected. I still haven't seen it, Jeff. Did you see Shelby?
Didn't see it.
Okay. Sorry, Samuel. Black says, Gore said Doom is a tragic figure, compared him to Eric from Phantom of the Opera. Armor is needed to function since his body's broken. Trailer is playing in front of Avatar 3. Oh, okay.
Who is Gore?
Chris Gore. He's saying Chris Gore said Doom is, from his source, Doom is a tragic figure.
Yes, his planet has been destroyed, right?
Yeah, armor is yeah. So it's Vader. It's Vader. He needs the armor to function. That's Vader, and he's lost the love of his life. So it's Vader. They're basically turning him into Vader. All right. Last question for me. Sorry, but what happened to After the Hunt? It went from being in consideration for best movie to being absolutely nowhere on anyone's list. Yeah, that happens nowadays. Yeah.
People saw the movie. That's what happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to love it. I wanted to be like, yeah, this is the movie that we need. And you know, I wasn't a Tar guy. I was like, this is going to be an antidote to Tar. And no, it was, frankly, it was just not as good as Tar.
I think it's almost like House of Dynamite. It's so ambiguous. And if that's the film that needed an ending, to me, more than House of Dynamite, I thought After the Hunt needed a much more concrete ending. Jordan Ross Whiteholt says, happy Halloween. Last movie to scare you. I don't know. Jeff?
The last movie to scare me? Yeah, I'd have to think about that. But I mean, The Ugly Stepsister had some good moments. Hold on.
Well, we're covering Blair Witch on the Cinephiles. The episode drops tomorrow, and I had not watched it in 20 years. Still holds up, and there was one scare moment, so I would say Blair Witch for me. It's still scary.
I'll go Weapons. Weapons had some good moments.
Fuck yeah! I saw someone on TikTok put the Ferris Bueller music underneath the ending. It's perfect, so perfect. Jordan Roth Whiteholt says, if Madigan is nominated, I think she's winning. Well, yeah, probably,
maybe.
Doug Developer says, hot take, Halloween H2O better than any of David Gordon Green's Halloween films. Maybe. I didn't see any of David. It's like I saw one of them.
No, I got to go. The first Halloween that David Gordon Green did is better than H2O.
There you go.
H2O is better than the sequels.
Isn't the H2O the Busta Rhymes one? Is that the Busta Rhymes one?
No. That H2O is Michelle Williams. And
right. All right, some Streamlabs. MTJ says, I mentioned Sheridan for Call of Duty a few shows ago. Jeff, your response was not completely dismissive. Were you in on the scoop, brother? Also, have either of you seen All Her Fault yet? The Sarah Snook and Michael Pena series, another odd Pena project / appearance. I have not. Jeff?
I didn't see All of Her Fault. I thought that the Taylor Sheridan Call of Duty thing sounded familiar. I actually went back today to my old newsletters and like, did I put this out there as an idea? But I knew I'd heard it. So hats off to you for throwing that out there. It made a ton of sense. I hope I said that on the show.
There you go. Philly19057 says, John, if you ever got back into acting, which type of role or roles would you refuse to do no matter how much money was offered? Oh, probably nudity. And any racist stereotype roles. If there wasn't like some big, interesting, complex approach to it, I would refuse to do those probably. But I would love to get back into it. I mean, I've lost some weight. So in my head, I'm starting to think maybe there's a possibility to start exploring, kicking the tires on a few small roles here and there. We'll see.
Would you take the Cheech Marin role in From Dusk Till Dawn?
From Dusk Till Dawn. Oh, fuck yeah. That's a fun movie. Everyone's fucking setting themselves up in that movie. I like that movie. I would take him in the Desperado as well. The bartender in Desperado as well.
He got white pussy, black pussy, yellow pussy.
Yak says, I can't stand all of the Scream 5 and 6 fans on social media right now. As a member of Gen Z, I was the target demo for the reboots, but couldn't stand either of them. Going back to Nev Campbell and Kevin Williamson was the right choice.
Yes.
Go.
It's the only way you're going to get me interested again. I mean, if I had to see another fucking Melissa Barrera movie with Jenna Ortega, I might have lost my shit. Those movies were atrocious. I don't care how big a fan of Scream you think you are.
Yeah.
The real ones, no.
Fantastic 314 says, hey, Hot Mike, what's up, Fred? Happy to see you on this wonderful Halloween Eve. I'm excited for the slate of heavy hitters coming down the pike, but there are some smaller movies that might surprise me the way Sketch did. Do you think that's possible?
Sketch, yeah, good shit. Movies that are small that might surprise.
Yeah.
There's a movie with Jesus Christ. There's King Ivory, right? This was in the last night's newsletter in the trailer section. King Ivory. It's a tiny little indie movie with James Badgedale. It's one of these like B-movie crime things that Saban's putting out. Okay. But John Swab, the director of it, he's the one who got the Fast and Loose job with Will Smith on that Netflix movie replacing Michael.
Yeah.
So part of me is like, well, how did this guy make that leap? Because it's a pretty big leap.
Right.
So King Ivory is one of those smaller movies I certainly have my eye on. I think Dust Bunny could be interesting.
Okay.
Fuller movie.
Okay.
What is some other smaller ones? I mean, Sisu 2 you mentioned.
Yeah. Would Eternity qualify as small, even though it has Elizabeth Olsen and Miles?
Yeah, no, Eternity is small. I'm actually, that didn't look interesting to me at all. I have no interest in it. I'm not going to see it.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. Secret Agent, that's not considered a big film. That's surely coming. Yeah.
The Plague with Joel Edgerton. He has 2 movies coming out. He's got Train Dreams. But The Plague is like a water polo movie that I think is going to be kind of dark.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think there's some interesting ones. You just got to know where to look.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking through the things.
Even Joe Carnahan has that faith-based Not Without Hope movie with Zach Levi.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, listen, this probably isn't going to be good, but it's Carno Joe, bro. I show up for Carno Joe.
I agree. Even though Zachary's in it.
Although Carno Joe, also has another movie coming out in January. Temper your expectations.
Is that the Ben Affleck one? No. Oh. We Bury the Dead. That's actually next year. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's January.
What's the other one that I was looking at just here?
That's a good example.
Lone Samurai. I saw the trailer, the second new trailer that dropped earlier this week. That looks awesome. So I can't wait to see it. Yeah.
I'll check it out. I haven't heard of it.
You haven't seen the trailer? It's a Japanese samurai film. He's by himself. It's fucking awesome. Let's see. Thank you, Fred. Appreciate that. Scoot, John, and Jeff, any X-Men reboot update or Blade and DCU scoops?
Nope.
I don't have anything either. I'm too like him. House of Dynamite was a snooze, Rocha. I don't understand how you enjoyed it. Idris in the darn thing for 7 minutes, redoing the same lines and scenes. Brutal watch. Excited for Lanterns, Aaron Pierre, and HBO with no gun. Goofy writing. Let's go, DC. Okay. I think. All right, fine. I don't want to get into it. Samo says, thoughts on Chris Gore, who keeps melting down over people loving one battle after another, even though he disliked it. What a party pooper he is. Well, only if you pay attention to him. I mean, he's just a critic like anyone else. And if he melts down, it doesn't mean you can't enjoy the movie, or like I'm sure he's liked movies some people have hated. So welcome to the world of criticism.
I don't know what he's melting down about. Is it Is he saying this isn't a good movie, or is he saying this isn't a great movie?
I don't know. They didn't specify. It just says it keeps melting down over people loving one battle after another.
I don't understand the love. I mean, I'm with him on that. I think it's a good movie, but I don't understand this being like someone's favorite all-time standard movie.
I also think Chris sometimes is like, well, if this is a left-leaning film, I'm going to come after it. You know, so
there's no question he is shifted to the right.
Yeah. Playing into a brand, so to speak. And then I'm not saying it's inauthentic. I'm just saying it's clear what side he's kind of leaning on. Samuel says, thoughts on Chainsaw Man? If you are planning on seeing it, with it being number one at the box office, do you think Hollywood would make a big response with anime being big in the box office with that Demon Slayer? Well, the problem is they're releasing movies for series, and you have to have seen the series to get the movie. That's the problem for people like me. I'm not going to sit here and watch 2 seasons of an anime just in like a week just so I can go see the movie. Like, it's not. That's when I think anime has got to make the next step, is like, don't force the casuals to have to watch seasons of a show in order to appreciate a movie. I think that's the next step that will get it even further into the into the American culture for all other people. You know, that's my thoughts. Yeah,
I really haven't had any interest in any of these movies. Part of it is like they're terrible titles. Because now I've never seen an anime movie before. There was
Akira.
Right. No.
Ghost in the Shell.
No, I like both of those movies. Sorry, it's not what I was thinking of, but yeah, I don't know. I have had no interest in this recent spate, but good for them that these Crunchyroll banner can pump out hits like this.
Yeah, look, I want to watch more anime in the theater. It's just that why would I go see Chainsaw Man if I don't know a fucking clue what's going on? And Demon Slayer people made it very clear that if you hadn't watched those seasons, you weren't going to get a damn thing about what was happening in the movie. So why would I put myself through that? You know. Samuel says, thoughts on the Send Help trailer, even though it was released a few weeks ago. We already talked about it, Samuel. Thank you, though. And then we have a couple more, Jeff, to wrap up on this side, I think. Wacky Wally 8 says, Rennie Harlan directed Deep Blue Sea. Yeah, I don't get why people love that fucking movie. That movie is so bad.
Yeah, I don't get it
either. People love the Sam Jackson movie and think that's the whole movie, or moment. That's the whole movie. It's not. Open water, but with smart sharks that can use an oven. Love you guys. Thank you, Wacky. I did not like that movie, man. Kevin Killer Robot just walked out of Begonia.
Wait. Speaking of sharks, did you see Dangerous Animals?
I haven't seen that one yet. No, you
should watch that for Halloween, bro.
Sam Worthington one, right?
No, Jack Courtney.
Oh, okay. What's the Worthington one on the ship where he's like on the boat? No, Jack Courtney. Sorry, Jack Courtney. You're right. Yeah, Jack Courtney. I was thinking Avatar. That Worthington. Kevin Killer Robot says just walked out of Begonia. Thoughts on Yargos Lanthimos?
Did you walk out of it after seeing the whole movie, or did you walk out in the middle?
Yeah, right. Did you see the whole movie? And or did you just walk out because you just finished watching it, or did you walk out in protest?
Yeah. I think Yorgos makes some weird movies. He certainly has a nice eye. He's like definitely a natural filmmaker, but I wouldn't say his stuff is really my cup of tea.
Yeah, it's not really Jeff's cup of tea. I like The Lobster. I like The Favorite. I love The Favorite, to be honest. And I was really blown away by Poor Things. Mostly because I went in going, this is going to be pretentious as fuck, but I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't like Killing of a Sacred Deer and Kinds of Kindness. I was done within 30 minutes of that movie. Like I just turned it off. I didn't even finish watching it. So I'm nervous about Begonia. I hope it's good.
Sacred Deer to me is like really good. I think that's his.
You did like it. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's his best movie. I'm down with that fucking movie.
All right.
But I can see how it's off-putting.
Yeah. I like Lobster, though. Wayne Edwards says, I watched House of Dynamite again. I liked it a bit more. I have been watching interviews with Bigelow and Oppenheim, the writer. The ending was meant to be ambiguous. Yes, they wanted to create discussions regarding the topic of nuclear war. Of course. That was the point.
Well, anytime you can create discussion instead of entertaining the audience, you got to do it.
I mean, yeah, fair point. All right, that's everything. That's all the questions. Anything else you want to say, Jeff, before we wrap up? Anything you want to get across? Anything you want to promote and let people know about your newsletter? Anything?
The only thing I want to say is nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. TheInsnider.com. That's the newsletter, guys. We got so many people watching the show. Why can't we all just subscribe to my newsletter for a month? Huh? Again, if you need a discount, DM me.
There you go.
And join me tomorrow at 9 a.m. on Perry Nemiroff's YouTube channel, where we'll be talking about the best actor race. Does Leo have it in the bag? Is Timmy coming for that Oscar with Marty Supreme, or will it be somebody else? Stay tuned, find out.
Eileen, Queen of the Serial Killers, is out now on Netflix.
Watch that tonight.
I gotta watch that. Yeah, see if the ladies up for it.
Well. Small player first.
As for me, you can follow me at The Rocha Says on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all social media. Please remember to subscribe to the channel down below. As someone said earlier, we are so close to 40,000. As Jeff said, thousands of you watch the show. Please subscribe down below. Let's get me past 40,000 so I can celebrate that milestone and start working towards 50. That is the goal for 2026. We'd love to have you aboard. Thank you so much. And of course, Geek Buddies tomorrow. Look for that. And then other content coming out this weekend with some reviews from me. But until next week, take care of yourselves. Be well. Go see a movie. And we'll talk to you next time on the Hot Mic. Peace.